Howdy everybody doing? I am still awake somehow. My medication didn't work this time, which is quite disappointing. I'm gonna open up about something, and I've been dealing with something. And it's quite a bit upsetting. You guys may have known that before this channel, I had another channel. And it had a lot of views, a lot of subscribers, a lot of watched hours. We were making £60 a month. No, it's not a lot, but it's still something. And now I'm a bit of a dead end, because when I made this channel, I was hoping that the fans would find me again. But unfortunately, the watch hours haven't been great. The views have been consistently down. So yeah, I'm just wondering what to do. I mean, I'm not gonna quit the channel. I need to find a way to make some entertaining videos for you guys. I really need to find a way fast, because, you know, I want to entertain y'all. I want to entertain you all. And it's quite depressing, because I haven't been able to find any ideas to entertain y'all. I mean, I could talk more about my life. I could do some more gaming streams. I could do some gaming videos. I don't know. I don't know where the channel is going. It's just a bit upsetting. But yeah, no, the view consistently has just been, it's just been a bit poor. It's been a bit down and out and messed in, you know, so. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do about it. I need to find a way to make it, make the channel more relevant. It's not as relevant as my Twitch or my TikTok. I've been thinking about making some intros for the channel. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I mean, I might. I might not. I don't know. I don't know. I'm hoping that I can find a way to make everything relevant. I do want to make the channel great. I do want to make some consistent videos. I want to make some, like, good entertainment. I want to make some good videos for you guys, because, you know, the first channel wasn't exactly, you know, family friendly. There was a lot of there was a lot of inappropriate stuff on there. A lot of things, you know, being spoke about that shouldn't have been spoken about. You know, a lot of, you know, idle stuff going about. A lot of shit, you know, being thrown. I don't know. I'm trying to think. What would you guys like to see? Let's see. We got like fucking 29 people on Twitch right now, and I don't know why the Twitch chat isn't working. I don't know if you can see that, but that says 29 viewers. But the chat is not working. Never works. Never truly works. I have been making some good content, but the content has just not been that consistent. I have been making some like behind the scene videos for like my wrestling, and I've been making some gaming videos on our FiveM server, but it's just not that great. It's just not that it's not that perfect. I don't know if I want to upload it because it's just not entertaining. So who knows? Let's go into the intermission. Let's go. No, actually, let's go on. There we go. Hi guys. My hair looks a bit darker because I've been to a Halloween party earlier. It was pretty good. We got the family came together. Well, some of the people's families here, but you know, none of mine did. The ones I speak to are like far away, so you know, I speak to my auntie and whatnot. I don't speak to my mum. Not yet, anyway. There's a plan to see my mum after Christmas, but you know, see what goes down there. I really need to speak to her. Like, I really need to speak to her because, you know, that's personal. Something just hasn't been sticking with me about something, and yeah, I gotta get it sorted. It's not gonna be nice, but she's agreed. You know, so that's the main thing. It's gonna be after Christmas. It's gonna be when I get paid anyway. Oh, I'm exhausted, mate. I'm like tired, but my medication hasn't worked. We're hoping to put it on the day rather than night because here's the thing. There's been points where I've had to like fight through the day to stay awake, but you know, so we're gonna try to change it to the day as of Monday and whatnot. If you're wondering what the lightness is, it's the microphone, the great microphone that I speak to you guys on. How's my health? It's not doing bad, Matty. I got out of the hospital Monday. I was throwing up a lot when I got out. It was against medical advice as well, but I got out. I threw up a little bit yesterday, but since then, day before, since we're on a new day. But yesterday, today, 30th, and today, I've been doing all right. I've been keeping things down. I've managed to digest food again, so hopefully I'll be back in wrestling, you know, by January. I had a minor setback with the F&D. My knees kind of like kept like jittering, but yeah, no, I'm doing a little bit better now, to be honest, and you know, the cares have been absolutely amazing, helping me out. You know, help me balance my room, keep things clean. We had no water last week because of a pipe burst, and that was a nightmare. I had to I had to use like water bottles to like wash myself. But no, they've been freaking amazing, and I'm getting there slowly. I've had to cut down my calorie rate because if I have like my usual calories are like 3,000 a day, but I've had to like cut it down to like 1,000 because I just keep chucking things up, and we don't know why yet. And I'm still going out. I'm still getting a mile running every morning, or every time I wake up. Stuff like that. What are your plans for 2026? I don't know. I've got plans for 2026, but I don't know. I wanna get a wife. I wanna be married by the end of 2026. Or I say married, but I wanna have a functioning relationship, and maybe maybe have a kid. I do. I wanna be a father. That's something I wanted to cross off my bucket list. Will it happen next year? Very unlikely, but it'd be amazing if I could. I'd be doing something right with my life if I managed to, get a girlfriend. Because I'm single. I'm all single at the minute. But the plan is for 2026, get a girlfriend and make future plans for parenthood. Because I wanna, I wanna be a dad. It's been something I wanted to do since I was 16, but it's always got to be something I've got to do at the right time because, well, look what happened to me, and look what happened to millions of kids out there who don't have a home. So I wanna be able to like commit to that because because obviously with the wrestling schedule, going on tours and training for the MMA, which I've had to pull out because of this thing that I've got going on. But I want to be able to do that. Yeah. Yeah, I want to do a lot of things. Are we going on Drill UK? I don't know. This was kind of more of a sit-down stream, just to talk and open up, do that sort of thing. Let's just do our thing. I was thinking about going out to the gym, but can't be asked. I can't even afford an Uber at the minute. I can't afford anything. All I can afford is a few biscuits, and that's it. Oh, that's making me sick talking about that. But yeah, no, like I said, I gotta reorganize my YouTube channel. I gotta reorganize all my social medias as well, actually, because I need to update. Sorry, guys. I need to update the profile picture. I need to update the bio. I need to update the YouTube profile picture because that hasn't been updated in a good 6 months. I need to upgrade this PC as well, actually, because every time I play a game, the frames are like dropping by 70%, and it's ridiculous. So, Am I gonna get a haircut? I do need a haircut, don't I? I don't know. I was hoping to grow it out. Try to like get it up or go back. But I don't know. I know I condition it as frequent as I can because obviously the stress on wrestling is definitely something. It is definitely it takes on It definitely has its physical and mentally moments, but it's a good physical and mental moment. It hurts, but it's a good hurt because I love doing it. I know what I'm signing up for, being a wrestler. I'm hoping I can make my first. I'm hoping I can win my first championship by 2026. That's another plan in place. I'm hoping to travel around the world in 2026, but in order to do that, I have to make a functioning income, because if I don't, then I'm gonna be broke. And that's why I need to get the video consistency high, because I can't do a 9 to 5 job for many reasons, to be honest. You know, for many reasons. Will I still be streaming in 20? Yeah, absolutely. I'm not going anywhere. I I know that I have posted on my Facebook, saying that I'm gonna be taking a break and whatnot, and then a week later I've come back. But I'm not going anywhere. You know, I got no plans to go. I got no plans to leave YouTube or Twitch or TikTok. Um, I got no plans to leave. I got no plans to leave any of the platforms really. I will. I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm happy with the with the thing that I'm doing. Obviously, some days it'll be a cut down. Some days I'll take a bit of a break from doing the streaming and whatnot. But me going it's not happening. It's not happening. No, streaming. Yeah, I'm hoping to do a bit of day in the life streams as well. Do IRL streams going out into Barnsley, Sheffield, Blackpool, Liverpool. Uh, take a trip down to Chelsea. Uh, stuff like that. Thanks, Shaz, for the 5 gifted subs on Twitch. I love you. Mwah. What happened to the stream? What? Watch stream? What do you mean? What happened to watch stream? Are we still live? I don't know what stream you're on about. Okay, good. I was gonna say, did we disconnect? Don't scare me, Michael. Can't be having that. I've just got a new Wi-Fi booster. The view count keeps going up and down very consistently. Very odd. We keep going from 29 viewers to 26 to 27 to 26 to 28 to 25 to 29. It's super weird. You guys are mad. Although I know a few people that would be watching. I've got friends that watch the stream. I got a lot of people that would watch the stream. A lot of good friends, and Jamie, what is up, man? Welcome back. Where the hell you been, dude? I haven't seen you on the bloody Twitch platform in God knows how long. Yeah, no, I'm doing good, mate. I'm doing good. Still kicking, still breathing, still going, still fighting. My week's been alright. So I've had been in hospital this week. I had to go to the GP. I had to go to the hospital Monday. No, I had to go Sunday, and then I got out Monday, and then that was against medical advice as well. You know, I had to do so many like tests, and we still don't know what's going on with my stomach. I've had the stomach thing going off like since January. You know, at one point I initially doctors thought I had appendicitis, which was ruled out as it wasn't appendicitis. I actually had a gastritis. And then I think what was it? And then we just didn't come to a diagnosis on this situation that we've got. All I got told was I'm not dying, but they don't know what was wrong with me. That's literally all I got told. So I was like, all right, I'm not staying. I'm gonna go home. I'd rather be ill in my bed, in my comfortable bed, than be ill in the hospital, surrounded by a bunch of people giving me this, and then let my mental health go down, and then I make stupid decisions. Because trust me, I made a lot of stupid decisions in my life when my mental health's come to play. I've gone drinking. I've gone screwing my family over. I've fucking. I've had to rebuild myself after doing stupid things. I've gambled. I've had to like really rebuild myself, and obviously, being a young drinker wasn't fun. Really wasn't nice. As soon as I went into care in 2022 after the whole mum thing, I was just going to shops, and somehow I was just getting people to like buy me drinks. People that were over 18 just to buy me like a bottle of whatever. I'd give them the money, and then I would drink it, and then I would go back to the care home after I drink it. Stupid on them for not realising I'd been drinking, but yet again, 2022 wasn't the greatest year. In the beginning of 2023 as well. I think. In 2023 I was on GBH charges. I didn't do anything wrong in 2023, and I do a lot of stupid things. But in 2023 I was arrested for 6 times GBH with on Section 18, because I literally just like I wasn't in the wrong considering the circumstance. I beat nearly every single carer there was in that care home, but it was built up from months of abuse, and I eventually just like snapped. And I don't usually get angry. I'm not, I don't like to. I get angry, but I don't get that angry. I snapped and lost my temper, and then when one of the people backed me up, my case got thrown out, and I got moved, and then I stayed in that place for about like a month or two, and then and then I was on bail for 3 months. No, I wasn't. How long was I on bail? I was on bail for summer, and then I had a birthday, and then I moved out into a no care home, and then I got into semi-independent at 16, and then I met my pal Leon, who used to be my carer, but he's now my pal. And then stuff happened throughout that year. It was crazy shit. And then January 2024, stuff happened, and then December, I met some people. It was pretty cool. And then this year's been it was a battle. It was a tough battle. But I've always come back strong, always come back kicking. Nothing has beaten me. It's knocked me down a peg, but it hasn't taken me out. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the opportunities I get. Like, I'm grateful that I've been given this second chance of life. I've been going to therapy every single week. Stuff like that. I've been doing as well as I can. So sounds like this guy deserves a medal, mate. I bloody do deserve a medal. You're damn fucking right. I deserve a medal. But fortunately, they don't give out medals for being survivors and badasses. Because I am a badass. Don't get me wrong. I've made countless mistakes. Made a lot of mistakes in life. I want to go into them, but I think it would be a mistake to go into them. I'll go into a few. Like I said, the drinking was a mistake. The falling out with my brother and sister Corbin and Mercy, which Corbin, by the way, guys, Corbin has his own channel, Just Beck. Go check it out. I will try find it and put a link in description. Me and Corbin always fall out a lot, and me and Mercy haven't spoke to each other for about a year. I miss her. And then, that was one of my biggest mistakes. My biggest mistake ever would be... Ronald, I love how I'm literally about to say what's my biggest mistake as you've put in what's your biggest mistake. What is my biggest mistake? I've got a lot of mistakes up there that I can't go too into. So I wanna see what's the most acceptable biggest mistake. My biggest mistake is getting involved into a wrong crowd. I used to be so lonely in a place called Evesham, which is in the Worcestershire area, and I had like a neighbourhood full of kids and some adults and whatnot. And I got myself involved with them because mentally I was still a kid, and they weren't nice people. They got me into trouble, not legally, but they were making me feel stupid, really. And then obviously when I was getting involved with people similar to my age, a tragedy happened, and obviously that's kind of why I came back down to Sheffield, because I needed to be able to move on. I would say my biggest mistake is getting involved in the wrong crowd, because anything can happen if you get involved in the wrong crowd, and I've learned a lot of lessons since then. But that would be my biggest mistake that I can probably put out on my pages. So yeah. And I'm trying to be better. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I've not made any mistakes this year, because I've made some terrible ones, and I want to be better. Because here's the thing: people get me wrong; they don't realize what I am. I'm a family man. I love my family. I love my mom. I love my aunties. I love my uncles. I love other families. I love everyone that's been around me. But I truly am trying to better myself, because I don't want to be the enemy in my story. I want to be able to give my family what they want, and that's a bit of happiness, a bit of... I want to be able to make the most income in the family, so that I can provide for them. That way they don't have to go out and get jobs. I want to make sure Corbin and Mercy are okay. I want to be a family one. I want to be the hero in my story. I want to be the good guy. But no, I've made a lot of mistakes. A lot of them. And I don't always think before I do, especially if I'm in a bad mood. Um, so what advice can I give you? Don't believe what you always see. Don't always believe what you've been told. Don't believe everything you see, because I still struggle with, the believing stuff. I still struggle what to believe and what not to believe, because I'm very easily taken advantage of, and some things I'm just not ready to admit that I was wrong about. Some things I can admit that I was wrong about. So my best advice to the young people out there: don't believe everything you see as a kid, because it won't be a mic. It will screw you over. It will mess your head up. It will destroy you. It will, ruin your life. Don't go out making the same mistakes as I do, because sorry guys, because I made that error. I made that error countless times. With friends and family, and you know, like my uncle, Ash. Actually, I'm not gonna go into that. He's not that bad. He loves his family. I'll give him benefit of doubt. But no, like I said, I've made countless mistakes, and it is truly messed up. But like every mistake I've made, it's not been to intend. It's not with the intention of just deliberately doing that. It's just to been simply be like, okay, I want to sort this out. I want to be that good guy. I want to be that guy. I want people to be like, hey Jason, what can I get advice? Can I get advice with you about this? Is this? I want that to happen. I want to go out like that. So I suffer with mental health problems. Can you give me advice on how I can cope? Well, I can tell you that I know how you feel. You feel like you're drowning on the inside. You feel the top half of your body is different to the bottom half of your body. You can feel your chest pounding. You can feel the sweat. You can feel your head fuzzing. You can feel that anxiety. How I coped, I just knew that I had a guardian angel behind me. I don't know who that guardian angel is yet, but there will always be someone that will care about you, because I care about my fans, which means I care about you. So don't give up on life, because you were born for a reason. I don't have a belief. I'm not religious, but I know I was born for a reason. Which means all you people were born for a reason. So don't go dying, because if you're waking up the next day, that means you've been given a chance to do something. It means you haven't fulfilled the first reason why you were even born to begin with. So just remember, there was a reason why you were born, and there's a reason why you're waking up, and you don't have to realize it. You don't have to factually get it, but there's a fact in place, and that is you've woken up for a reason, and you haven't died for a reason. I should be dead. I have tried unaliving myself countless times, and I've failed every single time. So there's a reason why I'm still here. I don't know what that is, but it's there. So I'm fighting every day in life. I'm fighting with my demons, my emotions, my battles, everything. But there's a reason that you're alive, and that's the best advice I can pretty much give you. And if you feel so down, tell someone. Tell whoever it is you feel like. Tell your parents, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. Tell whoever it is that matters to you the most, because someone mattered to me in my last placement. They weren't family, but they mattered to me, and I opened up to her, and she was the reason that I kind of got that motivation to live again. And I'm not let go of that motivation. It's tried slipping away from me, but I hadn't fully let it go. I feel a lot different than I did last year, or earlier this year. And it pains me to say it, but I did have help. I did have help, getting to the top again, and, Oh, that was the way it was. In fact, if you guys check out my TikTok, you'll see that I was in hospital in the MHU, and I wasn't doing great. I was getting hairy, I was getting dirty, I was breaking and everything. Who's this? It's a text on my phone. Some of the lads in the Discord. Oh, I got an email. Okay. Okay, hang on, let's read what it says. Yeah, no, I'm good, guys. I'm just thinking a minute. I got an unwanted email. I'm trying to think. Someone's watching the stream. I'm trying to think. Yeah, no, I'm good, guys. It's just, like I said, I'm not gonna go into, the message, but it's definitely something I need to think on. That's for sure. What did the email say? I'm not gonna say it, what it said. I'm not gonna read it out. Anyway, let me have a look what the first ping was on my phone. We've got a lot of Drill UKs. Hey guys, by the way, if you want to join Drill UK, let me show you. Hang on. Let me turn down the brightness a bit. Maybe that'll help. Nope. Maybe about now. There you go. Join Drill UK because it is the greatest server I've ever been, and I love to hang out with the boys in there. That sounds as weird. I'll have to speak to Karis tomorrow. Anyway, moving on from all that, it's not worth my time. But no, like I said, I've made several errors in life. I've made several problems in my life, in my health. I got so many scars that I did to myself. I did that all by myself, and it wasn't nice at all. So I'm hoping that I can get a skin graft, or especially on this one, because this is nasty. But if you guys want to add me on Snapchat, I can show you the actual bruise, and you'll see why I want a skin graft specifically on that one, because it is it's not good. It's not even the skin anymore. It's like a giant berry of skin, like a skin berry or like an apple skin that's just it's like a layer on top of more layers of skin. It's like a giant pimple. Or a giant freckle. Yeah, yeah, giant freckle. Freckles don't look like the scars, but you know, we can go with it. I get the. I understand the the meaning. I understand what you were trying to say there. When am I going to go to sleep? When my medication kicks in. I don't know. My medication will not let me sleep. I'm tired, but you know I've tried relaxing since like 10 o'clock, and it's just like not, blasted me to sleep. And then when I do sleep, I'm up at like freaking 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So it hasn't. It's done that for like 2 weeks. When are you gonna upload more gym TikToks? When I can afford the gym. Um, I know that we used to do gyms, TikTok gyms, gym clips on TikTok, but I haven't been able to lift as heavy anymore. I can't lift 105 kilograms anymore because my back's just done in. It's I can have a 105 kilogram human on my shoulder. It would be medium level, but I can't deadlift that weight anymore. I can have it on my shoulders, but I can't have that weight. I can't deadlift it anymore. I just can't. My back's done in. My legs are like not the greatest. I'll tell you that much. It can't get any better than it is already now, and no one will like understand my pain on the inside. Just gonna close my eyes a little bit. I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore. I mean, we could play a game, but it's just I don't really fancy playing. I just fancy like yapping and yapping and yapping. So thanks, Chaz, for another 5 gifted subs. I love you. You're amazing, Chaz. You have been in the you've been in the Twitch for 8 months now. That's pretty cool. Love you for that. Well, you've been a follower for 8 months, so. How do I know when a follower has followed you for a while? Because it tells me. I just have to tap on their like profile and it will say follower since this. Or like subscriber this. Which remember guys, you can subscribe for $4.49 a month. Which will probably give you some like unlocked content, or I'll just give you a shout out. And it'll help me as well, so. You know what I would love? I would want to get like live captions on my YouTube channel, so in case anyone's like deaf, I want to be able to put like live captions, so like so it's like 5 seconds delayed, and it puts in the caption what I said 5 seconds previously. I wanna do that. I'm gonna see if I can get that. I don't even know if it's possible, but I'm gonna try to see if I can get that. If it's possible, then I'm gonna do it. So. Because I know the transcript gets turned on after the video is like done and processed. And even though I'm not like deaf, well, I'm partially deaf, but even though I'm not like full-blown deaf, I still read the captions transcript rather than just looking at the audio, because you know it helps me update my reading skills. Anyway, I'm gonna end the tour. I'm gonna end this whole stream here because I'm just knackered. I'm tired. I am like I'm like done. Let's get an end stream music on. Cause you guys have earned it. You guys have earned that at the very least. But yeah, no, like I said, I'm gonna just get my gown on. My gown's probably on my bed. Oh shit! I'm destroying everything. But no, I'm gonna end the stream here because the view count's now gone down to 13, and I'm tired. I need to go to sleep. Because I got a busy day tomorrow. I got to speak to my social worker about a few things. I got to do some training tomorrow. Got to try eat more food to get my weight going. You know, learn some stuff. I've got a stream to try and run tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get a stream in tomorrow for Halloween because. I know the frames are dropping, but I really want to see if I can get a stream going. I want to see if I can get a stream going tomorrow. But if you guys like the stream, make sure you smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. My social medias I'll just name them. My TikTok at JasonWhattyReal. My Twitch, you guys already know the Twitch, you guys already know the YouTube, Facebook, I haven't really got a Facebook. I don't really use Facebook for fan bases anymore. Snapchat, you guys can follow me on Snapchat at JasonWhattyReal. I don't upload a lot on there, but if you like I said, if you guys like the stream, pop by tomorrow. We'll be streaming tomorrow about probably like 8 o'clock at night. We'll be streaming tomorrow at 8 o'clock at night. Just you know, because people do like Halloween at like 6:30, 7ish. But yeah, it has been me, Jason White Real, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I love yous.